welcome, curious minds, to a world of knowledge and discovery. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're thrilled to have you here as we tackle Wild and Wonderful. Wild and Wonderful is a 1964 comedy film directed by Michael Anderson and starring Tony Curtis and Christine Kaufmann. The screenplay concerns a clever French poodle named Monsieur Cognac and the dog's effect on the newly married couple portrayed by Curtis and Kaufmann. The film was co-produced by Harold Hecht and Curtis, the actor's last under his long contractual relationship with Universal Studios. As we venture forward, let's examine plot in detail and gain a deeper appreciation for its significance. Monsieur Cognac is a white male poodle, a television and advertising star of As Paris. The pampered pooch takes time out periodically by escaping his young mistress, Mademoiselle Giselle Ponchin, to roam the streets of Paris by night. At a jazz bar, American Terry Williams is performing with his combo. Monsieur Cognac takes a sip of the eponymous beverage from one of the musician's cups, but is really there to see the pretty female poodles appearing on the program. He teams up with Terry on a pub crawl, gets drunk and accidentally turns green. Terry meets Giselle, Monsieur Cognac's owner, the following morning when she, her father and the police storm Terry's apartment to arrest him for dog napping. Soon Terry and Giselle fall in love and even get married, much to the dismay of Giselle's father and Monsieur Cognac. The dog is jealous and tries to get rid of Terry. To have some peace and quiet on the wedding night at least, Terry pours a powered sleeping pill into Monsieur Cognac's champagne glass. But the dog smells the ruse and switches glasses on Terry, who falls asleep on the wedding night. Next day, Terry tries to make peace with a private handshake, but the wily dog squeaks so loudly that Giselle, her father and her uncle rush into the room, assuming that Terry has hurt the dog. Although Giselle ultimately catches on to Cognac's injured act, everyone else is duped, and the couple are driven apart when Terry walks out. Visiting his musician friends, Terry suddenly realizes that Monsieur Cognac is missing a Madame Cognac and sets about to introduce him to Madame Paup, a lovely white female poodle who appears at the jazz bar. Terry borrows her to smuggle onto the set where Giselle is recording a TV show with Monsieur Cognac. When Paup's owner appears and accuses those present of kidnapping her, the poodles run riot. All ends well when Terry and Giselle finally kiss in front of the TV camera. With that being said, let's now move on to cast. Tony Curtis as Terry Williams, Christine Kaufmann as Giselle Ponchin, Larry Stork as Rufus Gibbs, Pierre Olaf as Quo, Marty Ingalls as Doc Bailey, Jock O'Bisham as Papa Ponchin, Sarah Marshall as Pamela, Marcel Dallieu as Dr. Reynard, Jules Munchin as Rousselie, Marcel Hilaire as Inspector Duviver, Cliff Osmond as Hercule, Fifi Dorsey as Simone, Vito Scutti as Andre, Stephen Jerry as bartender, Stanley Adams as Mayor of Manlalokit. Moving on to the next segment, we have reception. The film had 6 credited writers, including Walter Salt, who was then still working his way back from years on the Hollywood blacklist and who reportedly hated the film. In his 1999 obituary for Larry Marks, another of the credited writers, Dick Vosberg of The Independent, commented, "Critics found it hard to accept that it had taken 6 writers to fashion the wafer-thin tale of a jazz flautist whose marriage to a French film star is threatened by the jealous tricks of Monsieur Cognac, her neurotic, alcoholic French poodle." In his obituary for Tony Curtis in 2010, film critic Dave Kerr dismissed the film as disastrous, noting that Curtis was rebuilding his reputation after an earlier affair with Kaufmann, his co-star in Wild and Wonderful, and subsequent divorce from Janet Leigh. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.